Hey girlies, it's Tammy. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I have two main products that I want to test, but before we jump into that, hi, how are you? I know I missed Sunday's upload. I'm sorry. We're actually redoing my garden, so a lot of my time and money has been on that. It is nearly done, so hopefully by summer we can have some barbecues and, you know, just vibes in the garden because it was very overgrown and very just messy. But yeah, I'm gonna start with eyes and then we'll move on to the Sculpt collection, which has like cream blushes and bronzers. I'm gonna go ahead and start with the new Bperfect collaboration, which is with the Vivian, and this is the Sceptre palette. So it retails for $35.95 on bperfect.com, and yeah, this is what the palette looks like. How gorgeous is this? And this is the inside of the palette. Very colorful, very bright, very Bperfect. It does give kind of Carnival XL vibes in my opinion, and here are the two together. So both kind of like a rainbow palette. Of course, the only difference is this has the face products. Yeah, I don't think you would need both. If you do already have the XL, I don't think you would need the Sceptre palette. And then just for the sake of it, I'm going to compare it to the Love Tahiti palette as well. So that's what they look like. Yes. Forgot my English for a minute there, but yeah, that's what they look like. So I've actually misplaced my Juvia's Place eyeshadow base recently. I can't find it, so I'm gonna go in with my P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 4. I am gonna do the same look on both eyes, but I'm gonna try and make the look as colorful as possible. It is Pride Month still, so maybe let's try and do something rainbow-ish. I honestly haven't done a rainbow eye look in forever. I don't even know if I still have the skill set, but hey ho, we're gonna try a little something. Someone's at my door as usual. Yeah, sorry about that guys. My window replacement guy has come to fix my car window because it randomly cracked. Honestly, this month has been a month of unexpected expenses. But anyway, I'm gonna start with the dark purple, as usual, on the outer edge. I think I'm just gonna lay all of the colors down first and then we'll work on the blending. I'm gonna do a cut crease today as well to help separate the rainbow. But yeah, it's my kid's birthday this weekend. They are turning 9. I can't believe I am a mother of 9-year-olds. They honestly grow up so fast. There's like 4 pinks in here. These two and these two look very similar, but I'm gonna go into this one here and put that through the crease as well. Gonna take the orange, which is called LV. I'm not gonna lift this palette up again, sorry guys. And I'm gonna put that here. Same thing to the other eye, but of course these are super pigmented. We all know Bperfect by now. They do colors so well, eyeshadows very well. I do think they do have enough colorful eyeshadow palettes now though. I feel like there's only so many times you can make people buy a rainbow palette, do you know what I mean? So okay, so what I'm gonna do is clean off the brush and just diffuse the edges. No extra product, just whatever's left on the brush. Just blend it out gently. So I'm going to mix a dab of the purple with the white to hopefully make like a lavender lilac, and use that. Yeah, that's working. Use that to blend out the purple. All right, I think it's time to cut the crease and then we'll see where we can go from there. I'm planning to do blue, green, and then yellow. Yeah, so I'm gonna take the blank canvas paint from P. Louise and use that to cut my crease. Okay, then on the edge here, I'm just gonna take a clean brush and kind of blend that paint into the purple so it diffuses into each other nicely. There's no harsh line there. And then what I'm gonna do is take a dab more of the purple, just re-intensify that outer corner. Then I'm gonna dip into this bright blue Skydive, this one here. And this is gonna go next to the purple, so right here. Another brush, and I'm gonna go into that bright acid kind of green, this one here. And this is gonna go right next to the blue. And we're gonna leave that into the yellow. And then dipping into the yellow in the palette, Bubble I think it's called. I'm just gonna tap that onto the inner corner. Look how many brushes I've got in my hand. This is the life of a makeup artist, honestly. This is how I used to be when I would do people's faces. It would be like one brush, next brush. Okay, so that is basically the eye look. I'm gonna look for a liquid glitter to just put through the crease, possibly a silver. Okay, so I ended up using the Stellar liquid glitter thing, but it's very dried up, so it's not really liquid anymore. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and catch the other eye up, but I love how this has turned out. Rainbow, exactly what I wanted to do. Okay, so that is both eyes done. I've also gone ahead and put some lashes on. So now let's go ahead and move on to the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Shaping Sticks, which is like this. They sent me all of the shades, but my neighbor's rooster as usual. I'm just gonna swatch from medium to dark deep, so these 4 shades. So this is how the sticks look, and then you get the product in the top half of the stick, which looks like this, really chubby, really round. Actually, I wonder how much product you get in here. Okay, you only get that much product. I thought it would be like the full length of this. And then in the bottom, there's this kind of buffing brush with these bumps. I'm not too sure what the bumps are about, but hey, it looks like this. So here's swatches of the 4 darkest shades. So first we have medium, then medium dark, dark, and deep dark. So I think for my skin tone, I will go for dark, this one here, because the other 2 are very similar to my skin tone. They're not going to make that much of a difference. So I'm going to go ahead and take the shade dark. They are very like chubby, they're big sticks. I'm going to drag that there. They're also very pigmented. I just hope they blend out easily. So yeah, I'm just gonna apply that to my chin, all of the places that I would normally bronze contour. What I'm gonna try and do is use the brush that actually comes on the back of this, but usually I wouldn't go for something so dense. But hey, if Mario uses it, then it's good enough for me. So I'm literally just kind of pouncing that in. I haven't watched a demonstration of him using this, but I'm assuming it's a pouncing situation, because such a dense brush like this, if you just dragged it along the face, it would like take off all of your product. So I'm literally just, it's quite a stiff brush because it is so dense. It's like kind of like punching yourself. I mean, it does work, it is blending in the product, but it's just not something that I typically, I mean, if you're on the go and you have it there, you can use it. Yeah, it does blend out really easily and the brush does the job. I typically would go for something like my angled kabuki brush. Even though it's dense, it is still kind of flexible and it does kind of, it's a little bit softer on the face in my opinion, but it still moves the product just as well as this brush. But as for the product itself, it blends out really nicely. It's a beautiful color for me. It's added a really nice, you know, bronze to my skin tone, so can't complain at all. Yeah, I'm actually really happy with that product. I definitely will use that again. I'm a big fan of cream contour if you know my makeup style, so this is gonna go straight into my everyday drawer. So these are the cream sticks. I'm gonna go ahead and swatch them all for you. They do, based on the colors in the back, they do all look pinky toned apart from maybe soft coral. Same exact design with the product in the top and then the brush at the bottom. Yeah, I was right, they're all quite pinky leaning. So the first one we have is earthy pink, dusty rose, petal pink, soft coral, raspberry in the middle here, and plumberry. I think I might go for a what should I do? They're all quite pinky. Then none of them are my first choice for color. I might take raspberry, which is that hot pink. Hopefully it blends out to be a little bit softer. So I'm gonna take raspberry and just kind of do a couple swipes onto my cheek. Pink is really not my first choice for blusher, honestly. I wish there was like an orange as usual. So once again, I'm going to use the brush that this comes with and just stamp that into the face. Yeah, so this does the job. It really does just melt the product in. I mean, it's not the most comfortable thing to use on the face, but it gets the job done. It does blend the product in. Yeah, that does look super cute actually now that it's blended in. It's not such a bright pink. It does melt into the skin really nicely, so can't complain. It's nice. So the verdict on the stick products is a thumbs up. I love the way they melt into the skin. I like how pigmented they are. The blushes are slightly less pigmented compared to the bronzers, which is to be expected because you want your bronzers to really show up, but the blushes you don't necessarily need to be that pigmented, but they're still pigmented enough to show up on darker skin. So I'm just taking my Pat McGrath concealer underneath my eyes to conceal. And then hear me out, okay? The way I see it, they've sent me the lighter shades in the bronzer, and it's just a powder at the end of the day, right? So I'm thinking maybe I'll take the lighter shade and set underneath my eyes and see how that looks. So I'm gonna take the shade Light in the bronzer powder, take a little bit of that, and I hope it's not too dark actually. Oh, it is. I've just done it here and it's going to be too dark to put underneath my eye. You see that? Okay, well, good thing I started there and not my inner corner. But anyways, I'm going to take my Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder in the shade 2. I got this recently so that I can put it underneath my eyes as a setting powder. And it works a treat. It works beautifully. Do you have to cut your grass now? This Charlotte Tilbury powder is so nice, and what I love about it as well is that you can use a sponge with it. So you can literally take your sponge, swirl it in there and use it to kind of bake if you wanted to. How cute are these eyes? I'm obsessed. Now I'm going to take the shade Dark and I'm going to use that as a bronzer to kind of set the cream bronzer that I went in with. You know what? This is actually looking darker. This actually comes off so much darker than I thought it would. It looks so light in the pan, but oh, this is actually maybe a bit too much. Yeah, I am actually a big fan of that. It blends on really effortlessly as well. So Mario did also come out with powder blushes, but that wasn't included in the PR kit. So I'm just gonna go ahead and finish up my face, you know, lips and all of that good stuff. And I'll come back and show you my final look and my final thoughts. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. I went ahead and used one of the gold from the Sceptre palette on my inner corner. I also went and used the highlighter in the palette. So for the highlighter, I used this shade here, which looks white, but it's actually like a gold, as you can see. And then I used this shade Marshmallow on my inner corner, which is also like a blinding gold. Love this eye look, love this palette, like Bperfect, always kill it. If you were looking into this and wondering if it's worth the money, I definitely think the quality is there. But of course, if you do already have Carnival XL or the Love Tahiti, I don't think this is necessary in your collection unless you want to support the creator. But performance wise, it performs beautifully, and as you guys can see, my eyes are vibrant, almost glowing. Like, I absolutely love this eye look. Now as for the Made by Mario stuff, I absolutely love the cream bronzer and blusher sticks. They blend beautifully, they're nicely pigmented. I mean, the shades are stunning, inclusive. I do wish there was like an orangey, just a bright neon orange in the blusher sticks, because 6 shades of pink is just overkill for me in my personal opinion. As for the powder bronzers, oh, by the way, I used this new Fenty Beauty Heat Hot Cherry lip gloss. It's a plumping gloss. My lips are stinging, and I didn't realize that when I used it yesterday. I was like, my lips are on fire. You know when you're not expecting it? But today I was expecting it, and it's still taking me by surprise. I really don't like plumping glosses. Like, it's just uncomfortable, and I don't feel like my lips need any more plumping, so it's just unnecessary for me. As for the powder bronzer from Mario, blends really well, nicely pigmented, comes up darker than I expected, which is always a good thing when you're talking about darker skin tones. But if you did want to just get one, like the bronzer cream or the bronzer powder, I personally love cream bronzers, so I would say go for the cream stick. But if you are more into powder bronzers, then definitely go for this. Blends really well. Packaging feels really nice and sturdy as well, and it does have a magnetic closure, so it does feel high end. But yeah, that is everything guys. This is the look. What do you think? I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Go ahead and give it a thumbs up. I'm sorry about the lighting. Honestly, the sun's been in, the sun's been out. It's just been a nightmare, but I hope the video was still enjoyable. Make sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll catch you guys in my next one. Take care. Bye.